This video is a list of books that I think all Western pagans should read or have a copy of on hand. This is just my opinion, but these books are the core of Western paganism. Obviously, there are a lot more books than the ones mentioned in this video, but these books are a great starting point for Western paganism. The first book series that I recommend is the King Arthur series. I highly recommend reading the old King Arthur legends because it is pagan. If you are into Celtic paganism, then the King Arthur series is worth your time. The Ark YouTube channel covers King Arthur a lot, so I highly recommend his videos on this topic. Hellenic paganism is based on the Odyssey. If you are interested in Hellenic paganism, then I highly recommend getting a copy of this book. It is one of the foundations for this path. It does not matter what version you get, but I would recommend getting a copy that is easy to read. Pick the Pagan is one of my favorite YouTube content creators for Hellenic paganism. I highly recommend his videos. The Iliad is the other foundation for Hellenic paganism. If you are going to read this book, then I recommend getting a copy that is easy to read. A Practical Heathen's Guide to Asatru is a book that I highly recommend for anybody that is on the Germanic path. This includes Norse, Germanic, Heathenry, Odinist, and Asatru. The Poetic Edda is a must-have book for anybody that has taken the Germanic path. It is the foundation of modern Germanic paganism. I would recommend getting a copy of Jackson Crawford's translation because it is easy to read. It also has the Havamal within it. I have multiple translations of the Poetic Edda, but I highly recommend his version. His translation of the Prose Edda is supposed to come out later this year, and I will be buying it when it does. I highly recommend getting a standalone copy of the Havamal if you are a Germanic pagan. I don't think it matters who does the translation for it. The author of Polemos is a Russian Odinist, so this book is a bit Russian-centric. But this book is my favorite book on paganism that I have read in a long time. There are 2 volumes to this series, but you only need the first volume. They are worth your money. I own both volumes, and it cost me around $60. This series is not perfect, but it covers the basics of paganism. The other books mentioned in this video do not do that. I also like that this book talks about Hinduism, so it's not limited to Western paganism. The last book I have on this list is the Bible. I have the Bible on this list for several reasons. If you are open about being a pagan, then Christians will attack you at some point. It's inevitable. So, having a good idea of what's in the Bible will allow you to defend yourself. The second reason is that the Bible itself is pagan. The God of the Bible is an Arabic pagan god. There is no Bible without paganism and polytheism. But more importantly, the Bible has preserved parts of the ancient deity and polytheistic system. If you are looking to better understand how the gods used to be viewed, then the Old Testament is a good starting point. Although, I have already started covering this topic on my channel. The Bible is heavily pagan, but most people do not seem to understand this. The average person thinks that the Bible came out of nowhere and is separate from how things were done in the region. However, this is not true. The ancient deity and polytheistic worldview are how the biblical God became so powerful in the first place. There's no such thing as an omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent God in the ancient world. A God can only get this way through syncretism. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic day or night.